guys, so today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I'm just gonna sit here and talk to you guys and put on some makeup. I was feeling really down today for some reason. I don't know why. It actually runs in my family. Just sometimes I wake up and I'm like sad for no reason. Nothing will happen and I'll just feel down. It's so weird. And today was one of those days, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna drink some coffee, stay in my t-shirt. I got this in New York when I went to Central Park. It says Central Park Baseball. Anyway, I decided that I was just gonna sit down and start filming and start talking because it kind of helps me feel better if I'm talking to someone, even though nobody is here right now. So I wasn't planning on wearing makeup today. I'm just gonna put on like everyday natural makeup, but there is actually a couple of things that I have never tried before, so it's gonna be like a first impressions, and one of them is a foundation, and I'm so freaking excited. But before I get started, I wanna tell you guys what's on my brows because I really liked it. So LA Girl came out with new brow pencils. They're called the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I'm wearing the shade medium brown on my brows right now, and I really loved it. It went on super smooth. It's not too waxy and not too creamy. I like how it created like fake looking brow hairs. I was extremely impressed off of first impression. If you like LA Girl, I think you might really like this. So super impressed with that, and I'm so happy that that's affordable. And I've gotten so many questions recently to do an updated brow routine, and honestly nothing has really changed except I do kind of like a more feathery look now. I love the look of just like feathery brows. I love it. And honestly, this is my guy right here. I've mentioned it in the past, so I don't want to go into too much detail, but the Mr. Brow Groom by Givency is the best brow gel I have ever used in my entire life. It keeps my brows up, keeps them feathery looking all day. I even like it more than the Anastasia one. Obviously, it's Givenchy. It's so pricey. That's expensive, I know. But when I recently tried a bunch of luxury makeup, this is the one that stood out to me the most. It's amazing. I love this brow gel. Okay, moving on. Oh no, I have a feeling this video is gonna be like a million hours long. Okay, I'm just gonna pick my hair up so that it's not in my face, and I'm gonna prime my face using my Emani Perfect 10 Primer Serum. I recently spoke about this in a favorites video, but I realized I just really haven't used it on camera, and I love this primer. You can get this at Target. It's the strangest primer because it goes on kind of like a serum, but it's like sticky. Every time I rub my face, it gets red, so don't be alarmed. I love it. I find that no matter what foundation I put on top, it really sticks to this primer because it is kind of like a tacky base. Awesome. And it, the only thing I don't love is that it kind of has like an earthy scent. It has a very natural earthy scent, but that's because it has like pure natural ingredients in this. Love that it has a pump. Really nothing bad to say about that except the weird like grass-like scent. Okay, so for foundation, I'm so excited. I just recently got these in the mail. This is from LA Girl as well. This is their LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. Look how beautiful. This packaging is almost identical, like almost spot on with the Makeup Forever HD. You know what, I'm gonna grab it so I can show you. Okay, not identical. This is the Ultra HD, but the old HD that was in this packaging was like just like this. So they sent me 4 colors, but none of them were perfect, so I might mix these two. This is Nude Beige and this is Fair. Fair is definitely more, you know what, Fair might work for me. Oh, they also came out with a white one, which is so exciting because you can mix this in with any foundation to make it lighter. Like if you have a foundation that's for your summer shade, but now we're rolling into winter, you can mix it in with this. I mean, I haven't tried the formula yet. I have one from Manic Panic that I really love, so hopefully I like this one just as much, or maybe I like it better, who knows. I'm not going to use it today, but I will definitely update you guys on that. So I'm gonna take the shade Fair. I'm gonna pump some on the back of my hand. It's very runny, not like extremely runny, but definitely not thick. You know what, that's probably like my exact shade actually. I'm gonna take my pure sponge. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the whole Jane the Virgin thing. If you follow me on social media, you will know that I recently went to go visit the set of Jane the Virgin. And let me explain how it happened, because I actually have a video going up really soon on my channel. I don't know if I think I'm gonna post that video first, so you would have already seen it. One day, while I was in California, it's I was staying at the W Hotel, and when we walked outside like to leave, I noticed that Justin Baldoni was like standing close by, and he plays Raphael on the show Jane the Virgin. If you haven't seen that show, please watch it. The first 2 seasons are on Netflix. It's really, really good. So I saw him, of course, I freaked out because I'm such a fan of the show, and then Danny went up to him and he was like, hey, can my wife take a picture with you? She was like really nervous to ask you. And we took a photo, and then I posted it on Instagram, and a lot of people were like commenting and tagging him, so he was like, who is this? Like he did, I wasn't like, hey, what's up, my name's Kathleen, I have a YouTube channel, you know, I didn't tell him any of that. I had tweeted one day like, oh my god, I would love to go see Jane the Virgin, like see the set, I would love to see like where it's filmed, all of that. And he actually reached out to me and told me that he would give me kind of like a little mini tour of the set. Naturally, I had a heart attack, and I was allowed to go on set and meet a few cast members from the show. So I got to meet Gina Rodriguez, which is Jane, Justin again, and I forgot how to say her name. She has a very beautiful name. She's the girl who plays Petra. I really wanted to meet Rogelio, which is Jaime Camil, because he's like my favorite on the show, but he wasn't there, and I didn't get to meet Michael either, Brett Dyer, or Alba. I really wanted to meet the grandmother, but I was so happy because I got to meet Jane the Virgin. And it was amazing. It was such an experience that I will forever be grateful for, because obviously that's never happened to me. I've never experienced something like that. And when you're such a fan of a show, going on and seeing like the set, seeing them in real life, it was just like crazy. It was amazing, and I'm so grateful. And he's such a nice person to actually reach out and let me do that. You know, that he didn't have to do that. He's like a famous guy, you know, that was so nice. Back to the actual video. I'm so sorry, I'm like rambling so much. So initial first thoughts of this foundation. The coverage is pretty good. I think it covered up a lot. I have a lot of redness right here, and it did a really good job of covering that. It does settle into my lines right here, but I mean, what foundation doesn't? I hate that about my face. These little lines right here drive me crazy. But I think the finish is really beautiful. It doesn't look cakey at all. It's very tacky to the touch, so I'm definitely gonna have to set this down. And I will be wearing this for the rest of the day, so I will leave a little note in the description box letting you know if it is as long wearing as it claims to be. For concealer, I'm just gonna use one of my faves. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm gonna apply a little bit of light medium, and then I'm gonna apply a little bit of fair right on top. And blend Satin. So anyway, like what I was saying, so we filmed, me and Justin Baldoni filmed like a little video for my YouTube channel, kind of like a Jane the Virgin challenge. I will link it below if you guys have not seen it. And I was so freaking nervous, so stupidly nervous. He asked me like questions of the show that I would have so gotten if it wasn't because I was so nervous. Like one of the questions he asked me was, what is Rogelio's show like in season 1? And of course it's Passions of Santos. How did I miss that? How did I not know that? How did I forget that? I don't understand. I was sweating so badly. Even my mom was like, you can so tell you're so nervous. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. I'm gonna highlight my face a little bit. So I'm gonna add a little bit right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. I get so shy for everything, especially when it comes to like meeting people. I am so shy. So concealer blends really nicely into this foundation. I'm gonna set my foundation down with my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm gonna take my Smith 112 brush, and I'm gonna set my face. Totally used that concealer as an eyeshadow primer, by the way. Okay, so obviously now that I have powdered my face, it doesn't have a dewy finish anymore. But I don't know about you guys, let me know in the comments. I really like the finish. I think it looks so beautiful. So natural, but covers really well, which makes me really excited about this white one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do just the rest of my face makeup since my eye makeup is so simple. I'm gonna bronze up the skin using the Jouer bronzer in the shade Suntan. An oldie, but a goodie. I decided to bust it back out again. This is a Hakuhoru brush that I bought at IMATS because I thought it was on sale, but it was not on sale. And I was in the middle of talking to a subscriber when I purchased it without looking at the price. So that was totally my fault, but what can we do? The damage was done. I actually wanted to go back and return it, but Danny was like, just don't return it. You really liked it. Just, it's fine, it's fine. Add a little bit to my nose. For blush, I'm gonna use the Balm Beach blush by the Balm. Seriously, such a good blush. It goes with everything. I love this. And it lasts a really long time. I'm gonna take the same brush because whatevs. For highlight, I'm actually gonna take one of the new Makeup Geek highlighters. This is such stunning packaging. Oh, I love it. She has so many new fun colors. Some are duochrome, but I'm gonna take a little bit of Midnight Sun. And I'm gonna take a Morphe E27 brush. It's an eyeshadow brush, but I'm going to highlight with it. I'm just gonna add a little bit right there, just a little bit. I'm actually gonna go over it with another highlight after I'm done with my eyeshadow. So just gonna add a little bit of this. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm so sorry. I know you guys are so sick of me using this, but I'm gonna use my Morphe palette because so many of you guys have been telling me to do... Oh my God, Cornelius let one rip right now. Oh my gosh. I ate it. Like, I feel like I tasted it. A lot of you guys have been commenting and letting me know that you want to see like an everyday look with this, like a very natural everyday look. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna start off by taking my Sigma E40 brush. I'm gonna dip it into this shade right here. And I always start off with this shade. This is my go-to transition shade in this palette. Then I'm going to take a smaller crease brush. This is the R37, and I'm going to dip into this mustard shade right here. And I'm going to focus this more on the outer corners, but I'm also going to drag this into the crease. Now I'm going to take this matte bone color with my Morphe R42, and I'm going to focus this on the inner parts of my eye. It's not gonna do much, it's just gonna brighten up the look a little bit on the inner corners. It's gonna pull it together and look a little bit more finished. I'm gonna use that same brush with this shimmery highlighting shade and pop that on right in the inner corners. Then I'm gonna mix those two shades that I just used and apply some underneath my brow bone. Now I'm gonna take my Zoeva 227 brush and I'm gonna dip it into this color right here. And I'm going to apply some of this on the outer corners. Just to add a little bit of deepness to the look, just a smidge. Gina Rodriguez was so nice. I can't stop thinking about how nice she was. She seems like a really cool person. I follow her on Snapchat. But I mean, you never really know. And she is so much nicer than I thought she would be. I mean, I knew she would be nice, but she's like even better. So kind and so down to earth. And so was Petra. She was really, really sweet too, really funny. For my lower lash line, I'm just gonna take the first shade I used on a little pencil brush. This is the Luxie 217, and I'm gonna run that underneath. I really wish I got to see like the Villanueva house, like where Jane lives, but we got to see like a set tour of the Marbella and Raphael's like penthouse suite and like the hallways of the Marbella. It was so cool to see it in real life and how different it looks in person than on camera. Now I'm going in with a different pencil brush. This one is a little bit less stiff. It's the Morphe E36. I'm going in with that mustard shade. Adding it right on top. And then I'm gonna go back into this pencil brush and I'm gonna take the cool tone gray brown. And I'm gonna focus this just a little bit on the outer corners. And that's it. That is like my everyday look with this palette. So easy and simple, but it gives a little bit of something to the eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to apply some mascara. I cannot find my Kiko mascara anywhere, so I'm gonna use this. This has become my favorite mascara for my lower lash line. It's the Trish McEvoy High Volume Mascara in Jet Black. I bought this on Amazon. It is awesome. It's one of those tubing mascaras, which I've never truly loved in the past because they're not as volumizing as I would like them to be, but I love the concept of them. It's so easy to take off. Tubing mascaras, you just rub a little warm water on them and they come off in like little tubes. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't get like black everywhere. So I have been loving this for my lower lash line. It's like amazing, but I've never tried it on my top lashes, so Hopefully it's good. It's just so tiny. It looks like it wouldn't work for me on my top lashes, but we shall see. Okay, so not my favorite for my top lashes. It's nice. I just like something that makes them look a little bit thicker, but I love it for my lower lashes. It's like amazing. Okay, so to further highlight my face, I really want to highlight my face with my Morphe E49 Bridge right on top of that Makeup Geek highlight. A little better, a little more glowy. I'm actually gonna pop on a little bit more of Midnight Sun with that same brush right at the top. Oh yeah. So for lips, there's actually been a ton of new lip releases. Ofra came out with new liquid lipsticks. These are all so beautiful. They're in the mauve purple family. Really, really nice. But I wanna use this. Look at this, look at this. This is Colourpop and Hello Kitty. Colourpop just came out with an entire Hello Kitty collection. Honestly, if this would have been around when I was a little girl, I would have flipped my shiz. I was obsessed with Hello Kitty when I was little. I'm still little, but you know, when I was littler. Look how beautiful. You have highlights, eyeshadows, blushes, and then you have ultra matte lips, ultra glossy lips, ultra satin lips, and some lippy sticks. They came out with a ton of new things. So I think I'm gonna use the, I can never take. I think I'm gonna use the Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Tiny Chum. Tiny Chum? Tiny Chum. And then on top, I wanna try out this Ultra Glossy Lip. This is in the shade KT, and it is a sheer formula. So let's try them out. This is the Satin Lip. Oh, they went back to their old applicator. They changed the doe foot applicator to like a fuzzy one, but I think they went back to their old applicator. This is a little bit more purple than I was anticipating. Very pretty color. Now I'm gonna take KT Ultra Glossy Lip on top. So I thought it was gonna be a little bit more glittery since there's a ton of shimmers in this lip gloss, but I actually really like it. It just gives your lips a beautiful light shine. I'm really, really into this. I think it's so pretty. This would look amazing on top of a really nude lipstick. Oh, yeah. Okay guys, so that completes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. There were some first impressions thrown in there and a lot of Jane the Virgin talking. I apologize for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and sitting and talking with me today. Thank you for putting me in a better mood. But yeah, that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. My Smith 112 blur. Dang nabbit, I dropped it. Dang nabbit. Oh no. I didn't eat your powdered donut. Podrido mi hermano. Yeah. That is like, that is what? What powdered donut?